2 deer, 1 broadhead. Still sharp. It's in there. Oh, I don't think I can even get it out. Oh, there we go. 2 deer, 1 broadhead. Still sharp. He ain't gonna make 120. I thought he looked like he was about 120 on the camera. Pretty sweet. It looks like a lot like the one I was after at my grandparents' last year, the way the rack is. I'm curious to see, because on the pictures he had like a spot on his side all the time. Got set up, I think it was about 7:10, I think I was fully in the tree, roughly. Didn't hear anything, and then didn't even hear a doe walk in the water behind me. It was probably 8:30, finally seen one. And she got to up here and winded me, took off. Thought I heard a buck grunting off to the northwest of me, but I wasn't sure. It was real faint. So I thought I'd just sit for a little while longer. Well, then I started hearing tree branches breaking from the ground, and I couldn't see where he was. He was, I don't know, 80 yards through this thick stuff. I seen a body, so I was going to look up the binoculars, so I popped my caps off, and then I seen this through the woods. So I grunted a couple times because he was veering away from me, and he stopped and he turned and he come straight to me. Well, before where the wind was blowing, I had one hole to shoot through, and it was about 30 to 35 yards, and it didn't look like he was going to that. He was coming straight to it like this direction, but he didn't look like he was going to hit it. He looked like he was behind it. So then I knew that hole was there, and the one I missed, I figured, well, it ducked too when I shot at it, and so I had put the sight at my, I don't even know what you call it, slider, I guess. I put it at 30, knowing he's probably at 35 because there's only a couple inch drop, and then I figure if he would drop, it would be a good shot. And so I drew back anyways, and I seen his beam come into the lane, and I didn't know there was 2 trails there because I never walked there. They met right there, and as soon as I seen his beam, I knew he was through the opening. So I didn't stop him because I didn't want to risk him taking off or anything. So he stepped into it, and I pulled, and I had thought I missed. I could have swore I seen the arrow go over top of him again, just like yesterday. I was very upset. And he ran maybe 40 yards. He started running, and then I let out a big, grunt, and he stopped just behind us. And I was watching him, and he sat there for I don't even think 10 seconds, and then instead of running down the trail, he went right into the thick stuff, and he was blowing tags over. And that's how I knew I hit him. And like I said, I could have swore I seen it go over him, but he didn't go more than 4. I don't even think he went 40 yards. Clean pass through. Tried out this new heavy arrow stuff, and everything I've seen is true. You have a good pass through, they run a little way, stop, look around, have no idea what's going on, and it's exactly what he did. Couldn't be happier. This is, to my date, my biggest buck. I'm a little sad that he busted it off. This is not the one I missed yesterday. I'm assuming that's the one that busted him up. And now I'm all done. been a lot of years of hunting, figuring this land out. I think this is either my 6th or 7th year in here, and I've only taken 3 bucks off, 2 this year. Shot one on the 14th, and then him, and then I think 2 years ago I shot one in rifle season the 3rd day, about a mile down the road, 3/4 of a mile. So on to helping the cameraman Caleb out, get his first buck hopefully. So that's all I got.
Well, just after 5 o'clock, my phone goes off, and I'll show you guys a picture. I was upset, but looking back on it, I'm actually kind of really glad that I spent the time with my parents with everything that's been going on lately. But yeah, perfect broadside shot, perfect, absolutely perfect broadside shot, 20 yards, slightly quartering two, but it would have been a done deal last night. So 2 bucks I've missed out already this week. November's been just kind of like for me. I just really haven't been hunting much since I've already got 2 does in the freezer. Or I get any opportunity at any doe, they're getting dusted, plain and simple. So, alright, enough of me rambling. I got basically about 10 minutes before that buck would have been here, but I think he was just cruising through. I've been having so many bucks just cruising by the camera. So, see what happens tonight. I thought I heard voices this morning, and I'm like, okay, they're just over at that cabin that's on the other side of the river. And apparently they're duck hunters. And they ain't that far. Great way to start the morning. Absolutely fantastic. We are here at the honey hole tonight. I hunted here this morning in hopes of catching whatever deer came through here last night because I had 4 bucks within 24 hours show up here at this spot last night, and one of them was literally last minute of shooting light. I had, basically what happened was I had 3 does come through, and then within 5 minutes I had bucks right on them. And the biggest one was within 5 minutes, and then the other two were smaller, more year to maybe 2.5. They were like half an hour afterwards, and they all went in the direction of the does, which they went that way. And that big 8 came up and out of the river, went up. I think he circled back around and then shot off that way. And then at 1:10 in the morning, I had a very, very wide 8 come in. He's probably at least 18 to 20 inches inside spread. He's huge. So yeah, I sat here this morning in hopes that I'd have more bucks show up, because this kind of always had been a morning spot between 9:30 and 10 o'clock in the morning was when I had the most activity here. Sat this morning, saw nothing. Had a doe blow across the river, but I had duck hunters like not even 100 yards away from me. This morning I could hear them hooting and hollering, and I could hear their full-blown conversations with one another. Anyhow, 3:30, another 2 hours to go. I thought I was going to be punching a dad tonight, not gonna lie. I honestly would have shot him. I wouldn't have cared, considering bleating and then followed up with a couple grunts and then him showing up. Yeah, definitely would have shot him. He definitely heard me up in the tree. It's so quiet right now, you can hear a mouse fart. It's a great way to end a vacation right there. I don't even think by the time he would have gotten within range I would have been able to have shot him, because it's getting dark pretty fast. I think I'm just going to get out of the tree right now. So I'll definitely be back at this spot next weekend. I might pull an all-day sit on Saturday. We'll see. But get an absolutely gorgeous night tonight. It's about 3:30. I'm running a little bit behind to get in the woods tonight, but hey, I'll take it. It'll be worth it. Just this walk alone in is just absolutely beautiful. Bluebird day, quiet, calm. This is what it's all about in December. Is hunts like this that just make every minute in the woods worth it. So we got some pretty decent doe activity lately at a couple of my spots. This is the only spot that I can actually get back to right now. So usually it's been a lot of morning activity, but occasionally I'll get a few does to slip through in the mid-afternoon. So we'll see what happens tonight, and hopefully we can shoot our third doe for the year. So I'm kind of really hoping for to get 3 this year as a personal best, but we'll see what happens. Nonetheless, beautiful night to be in the woods.